Hey everybody, this is Scott in B0W, and I am at Berggren Young Wildlife Management Area. This is only about 8 or 9 miles from my home. This is the closest POTA park I have, but we have a bit of a problem at this park. I came out here one time to activate, and when I got set up, this is what I hear. So that's on AM, which emphasizes the noise, but we're going to see if we can track this noise down today, see what we can find. I've been out here before, and I think I've got it narrowed down to a couple different areas. It's either a power pole or there is an aircraft VOR about a mile away from here too. So let's go see what we can find. I'm going to drive around a little bit and listen to that signal and see if it gets any stronger as I go different directions. And we'll go from there. So hold on, let's see what we can find. So to save time in the video, I'll just explain what I did. I started with a 40-meter hamstick on top of the van plugged into my G90. I drove around the area watching the dB level on the G90. As it would get weaker, I knew I was getting further away from the source. As it would get stronger, I knew I was getting closer to it again. And by driving the roads around the area, I was able to pinpoint it down to about a half-mile area of power line where I thought the noise was coming from. It was still close to the area of the VOR, but to me it sounded like power line noise. I was so close to it that I couldn't tell any more within that area of which pole it was just by listening to the signal because it was so strong. So I got out with my MFJ Ultrasonic Dish that they used to sell, and I started walking the area of line with that, but the RFI was so strong it was overpowering the electronics on the ultrasonic dish, so that wasn't very helpful. Next I got out the tiny spectrum analyzer, and I walked along the line with that, a couple different antennas. I thought I was kind of getting a reading towards this one pole, but finally the best indication I got, I think, was by putting the little antenna that comes with the tiny spectrum analyzer, collapsing that all the way down, just basically for attenuation, and comparing the signal strength at each pole, and I was able to find this one pole had a stronger signal next to it. I also used a 2-meter 5-element beam, the tiny spectrum analyzer, on 150 megahertz, and it was also pointing the direction of this same pole. So that's how I kind of narrowed it down, and it's making me think I've got this one pole, and then I will pick up the video again at the final thing that I checked, and the thing that sealed it for me to think that I've found the right pole. So we'll pick up the video from there, and that's probably about a 2-hour time frame that we just took out of the video. All right, so I am 1 mile east of the WMA right now, and I've got this directional antenna. It's the arrow direction finding antenna pointing down this line, this power line, this row power line here. And the way this antenna works, it shows the null. As I turn off this line, the noise picks up, noise goes down. So that is saying that's the direction of the noise. So let's go down that way. first pole. Let's go down to this next pole. Alright, I've reduced my gain a little bit. Now this pole here, I'm kind of thinking I've found the culprit somewhere on this pole. Let's go a little bit further up. Seem to have lost the null completely. Let's reduce the gain some more. That's down as low as it'll go. Based on the signal strength there, I'm kind of thinking, again, it's this pole. So here again, when I point back at that pole, the signal goes down. I think it's this pole right here that's causing the problem. I think I believe it's this first pole right here, right next to the south end of the white fence by this little farm here. Stronger, weaker. I don't think it's the VOR, because that's pointing right at the VOR, and that's strong. And again, this shows the null, and it's weakest when I point at that pole. It's from 3 different directions, so I think this is the pole we're dealing with. Set at this horse pen here at the white fence is the pole right next to the south end of the white fence. So I'll send this to my contact at the power district and we'll see what they can find.